Hi all, this is Skate, and I have a very quick video today on the Lorraine 40T. It's the Tier 8 French medium tank, which is available in the store at the moment for 17,000 gold. So yeah, that's a no-no from me. Truth be told though, I had the opportunity to play this tank before it came on sale. And I really like this tank, guys. I mean, I like it a lot. It's a lot of fun. It's got a very nice autoloader on it. It's actually been buffed since this video was recorded. So it came into the store with a 2.5 second burst in between each shot. In this clip, it's got 3. But I want to show you, even before it was buffed, that the tank is very capable. That being said, it is also very challenging. And it's pretty big for a medium tank, and it's about as squishy as a marshmallow. Now that leads it very much into the support role, or that leads it very much into the get your clip in or run away type scenario. If you bounce anything in this tank, then it's impressive, it's good going. And consider yourself lucky. So there is a big negative there, there's a couple of big negatives there straight away. So when I played this tank, I very much tried to play it either this sort of range, or I would look for lonely targets, and then I would go and bully them, and then run away as quick as I can. But in a support role, providing your team survive long enough, and providing you're not close enough range so you can be focused down and picked apart on your massive clip reload, you're going to do very well in it. But like I said, as soon as you're caught out on that reload, then you're in a lot of trouble. And let's face it, that's not everybody's cup of tea in terms of playstyle. A lot of people don't like that support role, the long range role, or the run around flanking type role. It's not everyone's cup of tea, which means this tank isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea. But that doesn't mean it's not fun, and it's not challenging as a result. I mean, what I'm trying to do basically here is wait between my reloads, and then once I am reloaded, focus one target with my entire clip, and help my team buddies out. You'll see I'm not going for the tracks on this guy because, well, it's pretty pointless. He wasn't going anywhere, and even if he did go up or down, I'd still be able to get shots on him. As with the T-44 earlier, it was all about tracking him, keeping him in position for my friendlies to work on him, and then also allowing me to get my next shells in. And that is the key thing with a tank like this. If you can work those tracks and get those track shots in reliably and consistently, you're really going to allow that tank which is stuck to be punished by everyone else available. Just to recap on what's going on in the game though, it's me and one other versus 4 other. I'm looking where my friendly is. I really want to go and support him, and I want to help him out. I'm making it look like I'm going that way, but I'm hoping what I can do once my massive reload finishes is get up and try and provide some more support fire for him. If I go out there now, I'll use one clip, probably do about 900 damage average, and then die. Because I'd be stuck wide in the open on a reload, and let's be fair, there's 2 SU-152s, they're gonna hurt me. And probably penetrate even with HE. So, yeah, that's a no-no. But my team buddy's just going to die, and then I'm just going to finish off the SU-152, which leaves me in a 1 versus 3. Technically, for a split second, I was in a 1 versus 4. So I stayed in the same position, waiting a couple of seconds until my camo drops, and then I get an opportunity to highlight the mobility on this. It is a big tank, and it has got bad armor. But its mobility for such a big tank is really good. And as you can see from this, we're managing to relocate and flank ridiculously quickly. Forewarning though, remember, it's a big tank even though it's a medium. Therefore your camo is not the greatest, which means when you think, ooh, I've got away with that, look where I am, I'm not spotted, any little gap between those rocks, if they come up close, or even a fairly medium range, you are going to get spotted. I mean, one little patch of open there, I spot them, and they manage to spot me. So, to try and counter that, I can't use my camo, I'm going to use my mobility. So I'm going to make it look like I'm running this way again, I'm going to pause, hopefully my camo's dropped off, and I'm doing a U-turn back towards them. Again, I'm hoping this gives me the element of surprise, because hopefully they're just going to be rushing to try and catch me. They could be going down towards the cap to try and cut me off. Or they could leave one of them going this way, and I can clip one of those tanks, potentially 2, very, very easily. And it was only around this point in the game where I realised I was already on 4 kills. Now I know, some people are going to see my gameplay at the start of this as camping. I kind of agree. I do agree to a degree. But remember, you've got a massive reload. What are you going to do? Sit in front of them and just take shot after shot while you're on a reload and do nothing? You're not really going to be a great deal of help. And every single time I had a full shell or full clip, I was up there using the clip. I could use it. If I had nothing to shoot at with that clip, then yeah, that's when you need to relocate, because at that point when you have nothing to fire at, you are camping. And if you're doing it in a big heavy tank, then obviously that's an absolute no-no as well. But if you're using something very, very lightly armoured like this, then yeah, it's quite beneficial. So I mentioned the camo not being the greatest earlier. It's not the greatest for a medium tank, remember. However, the view range is still better than that of the SU-152 over there and the IS-3. So I wasn't spotted until I fired my gun at the IS-3. And then he spotted me, but by then I was ready with my second shell to finish him off, which leaves me in a 1 versus 2. I've spotted the Tiger, there is 82 seconds left on the clock, and I'm still on a reload, and the SU-152 with the derp gun, capable of one-shotting me, is bombing his way down the hill right now. So I need to just take shots off this Tiger and try and finish him as quick as I can, which again now leaves me in the scenario versus a 152 with the 152mm derp gun. In other words, he can one-shot me pretty much anywhere on my tank. He would have to be pretty unlucky to get a bounce on me at this point in time. Hell, he'd probably be better off using his HE. And the SU-152. He screws his shot at when looking for one at the same time as me, which means I've got enough time to just properly put my shots into him and make sure the tank is finished, which leaves me finishing the 1 versus 3, technically 1 versus 4 for like a split second, and a 7-kill game. And in that one, I also did 4,500 damage. We got a defender for resetting the Tiger on 93, might have been 94 capture points. And obviously we've got the Kolobanovs and the Raseiniai. And I made 83,000 credits, which is not the greatest at that sort of damage for a tier 8 premium tank. I did fire some APCR, guaranteeing the shots, especially in the circumstance, but I would have made a lot more with some of the more old school premium tanks like the Lerva, the T-34, the Super Persian. All in all, my opinion on this tank is pretty simple. It's not overpowered. It's going to be a challenging tank for some people to play. Some people are going to love this playstyle because you can play support and you can play the scavenger, or you got to look to see what targets are perfectly available to use that mobility to get in, clip them, and then run away into cover until you are reloaded again. And with all that said, I like the tank. I do like this tank. But even I'm not going to buy it. Not for 17,000 gold. Based on the track record of the store, it's going to be available probably 3 to 6 months at a much more reduced cost, and then probably another 3 to 6 months it's going to be reduced even further. That's the trend which is in the store. A lot of us have already noticed that, and I've seen it commented a lot. So if you want the tank, it might be worth just waiting. For 17,000 gold, you might be a little bit disappointed. For say 8, 9, maybe even 10,000 gold, you won't be disappointed. It just means you may have to wait a while. Like I said, I like this tank. I like the playstyle. It's unique. It's certainly something a little bit different. So yeah, with that in mind, I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to wait and see if it becomes available in the future. I'm also going to get on and make an AMX 1357 video. Now that tank is a different story. I bought that. Never got the chance to play it prior, so I bought it so I could make a video on it. And I like it a lot. It's not OP, it's not a win rate buffer, it's not going to be anything like that, but it's fun with those 6 shells. But I'll save that for another video, which I'm hoping will be out tomorrow, if not absolute latest, I promise, the day after, guys. But thank you all for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.